Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for some more Undernight. We are actually up to Undernight Open number 37. I'm sure for some of you guys that have been here for a longer time, you know, Imp's been doing this for a really long time, but numbering changed. Now we're on number 37. I'm going to be helping commentate, and I'm joined here by Kopi VT. Can't see my hand pointing to you, but yeah, it's the wrong direction. Never mind. I'm giving up.
Do I need to pull out the red YouTube clickbait arrow for you?
Maybe.
Yeah, got a nice little uni bracket here tonight. Unfortunately, Defiant had to DQ, but we still have Riodan in here. We have Luff, we have Azure, Soul Song, Mr. B, and of course, our first set is going to be Shinoling and Machikana Fukukiteru. So, we're going to have some fun.
Yeah. It looks like J2 is already raring to go, asking him for the room code.
Just adding for it in Twitch chat too, nonetheless.
Absolutely. Like, you don't even have to hit !M. Imp already did it for you. All you have to do is click on the link, hit claim code. That's it. 1-2. Easy peasy. Free 25 cents in the pot. It helps us out a lot. And especially if we use up all 50 codes, Matcherino sees, hey, this Imp guy, you know, he kind of like, people actually watch his stream. We should give him some more money, you know? And all that money is going to the players. So you're going to like what you see on stream, help support the players any way you can. And of course, if you want to do more, obviously you don't have to, but there are sponsor quests on the side. And if you feel like donating, we would absolutely love that.
Yeah, plenty of ways to even multiple claim codes too, because if you have multiple YouTube accounts or you have a BattleNet, a Supercell, Twitter, there's so many different ways that you can claim multiple codes with. Like I can get 3 because I have 2 YouTube accounts, and then I have my BattleNet account from years ago, so I'll use that to get extra codes, and you can help accelerate things pretty quick.
I see some names on the stream right now.
Shinoling is gonna be Tannhauser. Oh my god.
Okay. So we have Machikane Tannhauser versus Machikane Fukukiteru, which for okay, Batista versus Lene. All right, Jitsu right now just trying to hit Shino out of the air, but no, whiffing every single time. Shino, good air movement here. Gets a straight hit, but no counter hits, no pickup here.
Oh my god.
Jitsu is going wide every time. There we go. Finally, 10-1 hits. Ooh, bit of a drop.
This is like Jungle Pocket trying to chase down Agnes Tachyon in the first race.
All right, Shino. Okay, finally settling it back a little bit. Full screen. How's Jitsu gonna get there? Full dash up, 6-6 FF. It works. I'm not gonna question it.
But hey, flash kick gets Shinoling out, and we're back to square one here for Jitsu.
All right, clean pickup here from Shino. Ooh, the stagger, and Jitsu is barely gonna lose the cycle through that combo. Shino, no wake up CS. Oh, but the force function with CS. Unfortunately, flash kick goes wide, and Jitsu will take the round from that.
Yeah. Good on Jitsu, though, being really ready for these mistakes that come out from Shinoling that are very unfortunate. Oh my.
Ooh, the counter hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jitsu
really
reading some sort of like round start, maybe beam or ball, but no, Shinoling just holding back, seeing what Jitsu will do.
And that's really been the key, is Jitsu hasn't been able to really chase down or open up Shinoling all that often, but off the back of these DPs have been just beautiful, as well as being able to punish Shinoling for being a little too aggressive at times.
Absolutely. Oh, great read from Jitsu there. A lot of times noticing that Shino's been flash kicking on pressure, so immediately doing that 5C, which usually gets staggered into 5CC or that 2C. No, just baiting the flash kick there, it gets a punish. But Shino now with a hit here and the beautiful side switch.
Yeah, this is exactly what Shino is wanting to see, setting up the big ol' sun of lasers. You're just gonna keep
again.
Locked down.
There we go. Baits the throw tech. I don't know what's happening there, but gets a good chunk of damage.
I think Shinoling was trying to get a reset, you know, bait Jitsu into DPing on wake up so you can just finish it in a very greedy fashion.
Oh, good break. Barely doesn't kill. J2 has one more chance here.
That really looked like J2 turned into Luane running a full way across the screen back over to you and then trying to do a reversal, catch you trying to be antsy.
All right, J2 pulling down back. Shino, dash up throw will give him the cycle. There we go. Only 6-6 FFs, yeah. Just making it so hard for Shino to just be in the air at this point.
Ooh, caught J2 a little bit in the wrong directions. Here we go now. Shinoling gonna... Are we gonna go the lockdown route again? No!
Hey, just a little bonk on the head. Maybe not so little. This is more damage than I thought it would be.
Now you're forced to down back. Gets air to air. Not able to kill though. One more chance.
Right, J2 just looking for an opening right now. Just playing patiently for cycle, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't blame J2 at all. Almost got Celestial off of Shinoling trying to put out some extra things on screen.
All right, there we go. Yeah, Shino just playing the keep away game. Great air movement, and we'll take game 1.
Yeah, this is going to be very tight for both players in order to win because Shinoling is getting chased down now. She's finally found timings and spacings that are sniping Shinoling out of there just like this.
Okay. All right. Yeah, J2 now starting to slow the pace a little bit, waiting for cycle and then running in with those 6-6 FFs. We'll see how that changes the pace in these rounds. So far, Shino in the corner. This is exactly what J2 wants.
The jump. Man, these two are just not wanting to stay in the corner for any amount of time. Not that I disagree and don't want you to stay in the corner, but you're going to get caught one of these days.
Oh, Veloff does hit through the 6-6E. Oh, no!
Stand up.
Okay, J2, yeah, lets it rip. Oh, the roll through and the punish. Shino has absolutely played J2 enough times to know not to get memed on by that IW.
Oh, nice little projectile. That diagonal from the air has caught J2 out a couple times now. I mean, it's a little difficult like when you're already running to just immediately recognize and start blocking.
All right. Okay, Shino does have CS here. Quite a huge lead on grid, except for these shields.
Yeah, this is the good and bad thing, not only about Batista, but also Shinoling's pressure, is it keeps J2 locked in a very far position, but it just bleeds grid so heavily.
All right, Celestial on J2. He's looking for a 6-6 FF or anything. Oh, dash up 2C. No, gets caught.
Yeah, and depending on how much Shino wants to spend here, and just gonna get that setup, lock down J2.
All right. Oh, barely whiffs. And once again, timer is going to be a factor. J2 is going to have to just take a lot of risks now, especially to get the damage. But this is how it starts. Barely still gets clipped by the flash kick, but back in there he has one more chance, but it's not enough.
Yeah, Shinoling gonna take that second game, going to be moving on to face God Key. What a fun match that was to see, and I am so glad we got that on stream.
Yeah, absolutely great stuff. Lots of, especially that first game was just so much movement. Both of them just kind of like barely missing each other for like 30 seconds straight. I don't know, fun stuff. But in the end, I guess I do have to say it. Machikane J2 Kitaru will lose to Machikane Tannhauser. Please never use these names again.
The old skill check on the commentators.
All right, yeah, just that call out on the throw tech. But yeah, also, ! Matcherino, if you guys don't know by now, we're going to be doing this after like every 1 or 2 matches. We want to make sure these codes get claimed. It helps us out a lot. All of it goes to the gamers that you're seeing. All you have to do is hit claim code. That's it.
Yeah, very simple. And if you can type in Twitch chat, you can claim a code, no issues whatsoever. The OAuth options are plentiful. And if you have quote unquote unconnected emails, so like Supercell, Battle.net, you can claim multiple codes. Or if you just for some reason you have alts for like alts on Twitch, alts on Twitter, alts on YouTube, those can be used for extra codes as well. So don't be scared to claim multiple codes. They are definitely appreciated.
Exactly. Yeah, I see some people have already claimed codes. Thank you to everybody that's done it. And I see Labyrinth C, you've also done a sponsor quest. I did not realize when the sponsor quest was just 4 cents, but it is absolutely appreciated. Every single bit helps us.
Yeah, because some of those sponsor quests are very simple too, of like just following someone on Twitch or joining a Discord. I know we love joining Discords here. Well, what's another to the other 70 you've joined already?
Exactly. But yeah, coming up, we will have Luffle versus Azure Undernight. Which, unless something happens, I'm assuming it will be Phone On versus Seth. I could be wrong, but
I would assume so as well. Hopefully, Azure is still sticking with the Seth, one of the few people to still do it. I do enjoy watching Seth gameplay. I don't like fighting Seth, but I do enjoy watching him.
yeah, absolutely. Seth he's just flashy in general. Like, especially all the blink stuff, even in combos, it just looks sick. And then, of course, I'm sure some people have said the way Luffle plays Phone On, just very active in general, just all over the screen. I don't know. It's going to be a fun match.
Yeah. And we're going to see some very fun stuff. And, it's that really classic kind of matchup of the character that wants to be at long ranges, keep you out, versus Seth, who's going to be one of those characters that just wants to be in your face all the time. Going to be blinking all the way around your face in like every direction possible, but still wants to be up and close, nice and personal.
Absolutely. Right now we're just waiting on Azure.
I know you're out there, Azure. I know you're Azure Undernight, but your speed looking a little more like Microsoft Azure.
Played his first game, so definitely here.
Or maybe just taking a break.
Someone make that pull request on the Azure DevOps. We need Azure Undernight up in here.
Somebody scheduled the Microsoft Teams meeting with him.
Just ping the, hey, are you free? 3 seconds later, Teams call. Let's go.
I'm sending the message on Slack as we speak.
Yeah, and for the other stream match that we're going to be looking at, Soulsong took it over Art the Fool, waiting on Jerlesis and Samael. But here we go. Now we have Azure Undernight. I assume that's Azure Undernight.
It is.
I hope so. I cannot tell with the name, but I will trust that it is him. And it looks like we're not locked in on Hyde. There we go. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. Unless he switches up again. Very possible.
Yeah, kind of a little like Toxics, who joins on Aurier and then just switches to Nanase right afterwards too. It's like gives you, in that case, gave me hope we were seeing Aurier and then going to Nanase. But this time I wanted to see the set, so it gave me a little bit of a sunken heart. I was like, why are you joining on Hyde? Stop it, please.
Okay. Luffle with the color switch. I don't think I've ever seen him use this color before. This is not... I don't know what this could mean, but I'm scared.
I mean, it's a little spring. You go out with the old and in with the new. Sometimes give you a little new drip, as it were.
Okay, round start, both of them up back. Okay, yeah, Luffle already in there, dash up throw. playing this aggressive pace that he's known for. Great air confirm here from the fireball.
Absolutely, and the lockdown that this is going to start encountering. Oh my, just never mind. There is no lockdown when Azure Undernight is just ready to dodge everything.
All right, goes for a tricky little mix-up, but oh my god, avoids the 6-2-3 and goes back in for a punish. This is the sort of movement we know from Azure Undernight. Oh my goodness. Okay, Luffle just getting opened up left and right. Combo drop, but baits the VO from that. Okay, we're just going for mental damage this round, and it 100% is working.
Yeah.
Raw
oh,
60.
nice little droppable.
All right. Okay, yeah, just waiting on something, but no, Luffle patient, but instead gets high shielded. All of a sudden, grid broken. Big starter here.
Yeah, sets it off screen, try and make you forget, but there's no needing to remember here. Doesn't test the object permanence because Azure Undernight just gets the hit and wins.
You know, I can't blame him, because especially like if you see a Seth do like 2-3-6C, a lot of times you're just like, oh, he's probably punishable. Like that move's got a ton of end lag, you know? Like, I'll just press 5A. But I don't know, Azure Undernight, he knows his setup, he knows his plus, goes for the meaty, and it hits. And that will be game one, going pretty fast to Azure.
Calling off-screen Seth Orb object permanence, like testing is crazy. But I also kind of get it.
Okay, what are you doing, Luffle? What did you mean by this?
No, what do you mean? I mean, I don't necessarily hate the idea of forcing the mirror. But okay, just changing the color again. Swap out the fit.
It's still not his color. I don't know what he's trying to do with the different colors. Maybe this is like cycling between his multi-blood moon styles. Like I don't know.
So yeah, all right. I went on with Ahime just for fun. Now it's time for Sihime.
Ooh, 5cc mash out. Oh, tries to grab the green shield, but barely doesn't get it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not what you want to see. Okay, never mind. That's exactly what you want to see if you're Azure.
No. Like you said it too, the object permanence just again, like the 3C whips, but orb is there.
Right now, Luffle looking really nice using that smart steer to try and just get better. Okay, and it's just gonna get invalidated by Azure going chain shift. Oh, I see you're not pressing anything. It's my turn.
Absolutely. Rising JA, a strong post-CS option from a lot of characters, especially Seth. Air EXDP will take it. Azure working on the match point.
Wow.
Right, yeah, run up.
Very confident from Azure there, knowing that, there's... Oh my, another Veil Off gets baited. Never mind what I was going to say. This is putting Luffle in such a bad spot.
Absolutely. Knowing that Luffle loves to up back, Luffle loves to do that VO reversal. Oh my goodness, doing a little bit of the fast little cross up. And this will lead to a kill. I don't know what I'm saying might. That absolutely will. And ending it off with a perfect.
Oh, this is the kind of rounds and games that you look at and you're like, why don't more people play Seth? Because you just see how dominant Azure was the whole time.
100%. That was the pace of that match was absolutely insane. It felt like every single moment Azure just had control, a neutral. Either orb was out or he's just doing run up check with 3C. It just always felt like he was in control. And every single bait on the VO just... Oh, that's a ton of mental damage. It's absolutely clean gameplay there from Azure.
Yeah, and the one time that Luffle got to get something started, had a combo, the very next wake up was when Azure did wake up CS, found that Luffle was running forward, wasn't already pressing something, did that rising JA, and then just reversed everything from there and ended up taking the set. But I mean, the things that happen. You'll get them next time.
You know, such is life.
Yeah.
But what shouldn't be such is life, I don't know how to say that, but matcherino codes, there shouldn't be any of them. They should be 0 out of 50 remaining. You can click on the link. You can hit claim code. It takes 10 seconds to do. But yeah, please hit claim code. Every single bit helps. Like I said, we're probably going to be doing this after every match until all the codes get used. And every little bit helps. Every little bit goes to the gamers playing in this bracket.
Yeah. And you know, 28 now actually in the first 28 minutes. Pretty nice. Nice pace. Just need to speed it up a little bit. And you know, the second we get all those codes claimed, we don't have to tell anybody anymore to claim codes. Be a nice little change up, if it were.
Absolutely. All right. Next up, we have Soul Song versus Jerlesis. Is that their name on StartGG? Am I going insane?
Yeah. It does look like
I'm just going insane. That is a good name. I do like that name. Big fan.
Yeah. And then Soul Song, another really good name too. You know, kind of reminds me of Silk Song finally coming out. Been so long.
All right, we're gonna see an Eldamir here.
I mean, I'm down for an Eldamir. And also, they're going to be on 2 very different palettes to make things even easier on us. So we don't have to.
Thank you.
I know some gamers are like, no, I don't care if we're going to be slightly different tones of the same color. Deal with it. And on these 2 are like, all right, we got one that's going to be a bright outfit and one that's going to be a dark outfit. We'd love to see it.
Exactly. Right, round start. Yeah, pretty respectful. Just dash block, see what the other person's gonna do.
Okay, we're trading run up throws.
Ooh, yeah, second hit of 6-6C catches here.
Oh, falls out the grid break though. That's gonna be putting Soul Song into quite the precarious position. Oh, throw loops? We playing Street Fighter? No, we were trying to play Street Fighter 6.
Oof. The shield maybe waiting for some sort of just mash out on the 4-2-1, but no, nothing. Instead just gets overheaded for all his troubles.
Salting on in, but
oof, the 2B barely doesn't catch the backdash, yeah.
Yeah, Jerlesis is just really looking super confident. Soul Song's been trying to find whatever is the weakness of Jerlesis, but just doesn't seem to be one in the mirror right now.
All right, just tons of stagger pressure here. Oh, and again, the overhead just catching. Sandtech, a few green shields to try to steal the cycle, but no, Soul Song knows what's up, gets a grid break here.
Another counter hit. This might be Soul Song's round.
All right. Yeah, barely enough to take the round.
Yeah. It decides like, I'm going to spend the 200. I know it's going to put me at a severe meter disadvantage for a round start, but that's no big deal. I'd rather claim the round here. And that's exactly what you should be doing.
Exactly. Especially in UNI2, you gain a lot of meter from combos. So absolutely do not be afraid about spending the meter, especially if it gives you the round.
Yeah, and it's not like Jerlesis has been winning cycle on repeat either. Soul Song has been winning the cycle a fair amount of time too, and that also helps you get meter back really, really quick.
All right, corner position. Are we going to see a CS on Wake Up?
Dash blocks, trying to get a little bit out of the corner, get sent right back in. There is a nice reversal option and smart steer into the IW. And what looked like Jerlesis having a handle on the set. just ended up Soul Song came back fighting hard.
Oh, return to room. Okay, just going back. Yeah, just taking a minute.
Wonder if that was to try and, you know, force a stage or music switch.
You know, honestly, like
who
that is
returned to the
valid.
room.
But yeah, Soul Song just playing really patiently now, just trying to scout out Jerlesis' habits, see when he can poke out.
Jerlesis is finding a little kind of random hit there. Wasn't ready to confirm it at all, and I don't blame you. That was like the middle of a block string. Who expects to get counter hit there?
Alright, yeah, Throw was looking for maybe a shield, but Throw won't be enough to steal the cycle, and Jerlesis uses it. Great side switch here.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed. Like when I was over at Super Bit Wars yesterday, of like just using these run under cross ups as Oki, they never seem to fail. They're so hard to block.
Yep. The damage, we're looking to take the round here. Barely. Oh.
That's a Jerlesis thanking Vorpal right now.
Ooh, great confirm here. DP is blocked. This is going to be a big starter here, especially with that enhanced bullet, but the drop!
Yeah, that is going to be a tragic option for Jerlesis, but you know, Soul Song going to take this in stride, quickly claim the damage. Nice chain shift, just take priority right back with 200 meter now. Jerlesis is gonna still just DP, you know, there was chain shift ready.
With a challenge on the dash up. Oh my goodness, the 660 round start immediately just gets caught out by the 236 from Jerlesis.
I'm gonna spend here, get some nice reload, and text the throw. Well, we're teching everything now. Let's go.
Yeah, Soul Song just playing patiently. Oh my goodness, calling out the low shield with 660, gets cycle, gets a huge chunk of damage here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of meter too. Opts not to spend any of it. Oh. I mean, this next hit would most likely route into kill if you still had Vorpal online. However, Jerlesis looking so good.
Oh, catches the backdash, but isn't able to confirm. Oof. And that looked like a reaction to 660. Not full confirm, but that run up button will do the trick.
Yeah, I feel that from Jerlesis. You get that big hit and you go and try and confirm it. You get that dash up and then you just miss it just slightly. This time, thankfully, did not end up dropping the kill on that secondary op.
That route looked crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh my goodness. All right. Right, yeah.
I love how ready these two have been to tech throws as of the last round.
Exactly. Both of them are really just looking at the cycle, thinking about grid. Oh no! Immediately that low shield gets called out by Assault here. All right. In the corner does have 100 meter. What are we going to see?
Oh,
Veil off.
Veil off. And finds a 2A. Oh, this is going to look a little scary for Jerlesis. You're in the corner. Your opponent has quite a lot of grid with the Vorpal. All right, chain shift DP. Let's go.
Oh no! Alright, good 2C pickup. Oh my goodness! The whiff 5A, air 623, we get a clean pickup here, great damage.
Oh, nice. Tex, the gold throw. Gotta make sure you're ready for it at all times.
Great, looking for
I felt
something.
that setup.
Yeah. Ooh, good pickup here. Alright, we're going to last game, last round here on the Eldenham mirror. Oh, tries to punish the FF, but no, just barely too late. Instead, we get
able to get this confirmed. Gonna be able to extend it, most likely, to get guaranteed Vorpal. No, has to get one more in Celestial.
Ooh, the stagger lands. Okay, roll out, but thrown right back into the corner. Soul Song, as soon as he gets CS, immediately gets VO'd, gets it removed. But Assault JC will steal the game.
Well, just as soon as Chad tells Jerlesis to lock in, Soul Song able to take it all 2-1. Now it's gonna have to be the next challenger for Azure Undernight's Seth. Hope you're ready for a very quick set. But, I mean, we got Shinoling and Riodan. That's gonna be quite a set we're gonna be able to be treated to.
Absolutely. Great matches. We still have gamers ready to go.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, it is. Yeah, started top 8.
Oh my god, I didn't realize this bracket was this small. Yeah. That's crazy.
And it's also just been going quick too. And
That's
part
true.
of thanks to Azure Undernight just blitzing through the set with Luffle. I'm used to Guilty Gear going this fast, but not Uni. Usually I'm used to Uni like taking a nice long time as people like really make calculated moves and it's going back and forth for many rounds in a row.
Yeah, and we did kind of see that with the last match. Both of them, Soul Song, just back and forth, like trying to study how Jerlesis plays, like learning their cycle timings when they go for throw, low shield. There was a lot of back and forth in that. Eventually, Soul Song did take it, but hey, we did go to game 3 last round.
Yeah. And this might be next one should be another one of those longer sets. Well, it could be because Shinoling, very comfortable in playing defensive, looking for some guaranteed flash kick spots. But also, Riodan is a hide player through and through and can and will delete your life total if even so much as a stray force function hits your face.
Absolutely. All right, we already have Shino not 100% comfortable, but I don't know. We're still in here. You still gotta do your best, Shino.
Yeah. Look, you can potentially just win the whole set by just guessing right with flash kick over and over again. And then when Riodan's baiting your flash kick, you throw.
Ooh, I can't believe that punished the 3B.
Oh, not tacking, and Shinoling gonna be able to make full advantage of that free extension on the combo.
Right, Shino kind of choosing to approach a much more zoner sort of style. Fine with letting Riodan take the cycle here. As long as he still gets the hits and keeps the space, he doesn't really care that much.
Nice, staying right above force function, but trying to be that close to high, but in the air, you see that sword popping up. That hits super high.
Exactly. And Shino just doing such a good job. We saw this in their match earlier with Jade2, just avoiding all these anti-airs. High 3C just barely whiffing every single time. We barely see any damage on Shino. Most of it just chip damage from FF.
Yeah. Oh,
there we go.
But it's such a high up hit. This is the first very big one that now Riodan gets, but not able to confirm it into a full length.
All right, yeah, Riodan just immediately playing to bait all these flash kicks, and Shino has been biting early.
The accusatory Shino is a smurf.
All right, yeah, again, Riodan just baiting all these reversals, keeping these strings short, creating gaps. Oh my goodness, what is happening with Pogo here? Pogo CVO still gets a clean confirm here, should go into a kill with Smart Steer, absolutely. What in the world?
That certainly was a round ender of all time. You're hit the set. Not the classic players on stream typing in between rounds.
Ooh, great 3C there. Not the full confirm, but even just that hit is big. Oh, Pogo whiff, but into Pogo again. Shino respecting it now. All right, no meter to set up EX ball here.
Sending out these orbs, bleeding grid, but it
There
might
we go,
not
EX
matter if
disco
you get the
ball.
hit.
There we go, throw tech. Ooh, that shield will give Riodan the cycle here. Oh, but the laser barely hits his feet.
The startup of something. I think that might have been 2360. It was so early.
Right, yeah, Riodan forcing his way in with the EX, but still slowly pushing Shino to the corner. Oop. One straight hit, exactly.
Yeah. It was a great prediction there from Shinoling. It's like, all right, I'm going to send out this orb that's going to be on the ground. You're going to jump it and get caught by laser. The script is being followed.
Right, yeah, stealing the cycle here. Oh my goodness, just the empty jump, knowing that Shino now afraid to flash kick after getting baited so many times that first game. Riodan's just kind of having fun with pressure now. Oh, throw tech, but no, isn't able to punish.
Shinoling able to find a press out now. Fully out of the corner into the mid screen, has lasers set up, catching Riodan being a little too quick to go into the air.
Absolutely. Oh, goes for the setup again. Oh, the full confirm from the overhead. Will this be enough damage? Oh,
No, slightly out of range for the final pickup.
right. Just like before, exactly. Calling out with the anti-air laser at the very end. And that's Shino taking game 2 here.
Oh, return to room? Riodan, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Surely it's just a color change.
Okay.
Okay.
Thankfully, it was just the color change.
Right, once again, Shino just keeping that space here. Ooh, that backwards hitbox of 3C working out for Riodan here.
Yeah, good old hitbox moment. And Shinoling not one to be stuck in the corner very long this set, finding another really great option to escape instead of some mix.
Ooh. Well, the roll isn't able to punish.
Roll stage to flash kick was one of the biggest trying to set you up to get a Twitter clip to end your life.
All right, Riodan just trying to play this neutral again. Dash up 3C works.
Don't forget Vorval. Spend the change to trying to catch Shinoling being too aggressive with flash kick again, but Shinoling is just not fighting at all. He's
Great
using the
3C
threat more
pickup.
so. Oh, I think that was a failed flash kick attempt from Shinoling. Riodan ready to turn it into a round win, though.
All right. Riodan just sitting on such a huge amount of grid here.
Shinoling, though,
We're gonna see
gonna
a CS
help
on
lead
wake
a
up.
little bit of a way.
Yeah, CS on wake up, but just can't do anything, especially with that setup here. Does manage to get out of the corner, but the flash kick, no.
Shinoling, you had nothing to be scared of. But now you have everything to be terrified. Wake up, pressing out of the corner, and once again working for Shinoling.
Lots of green shields will give Riodan the cycle here, but will he block the mix? Yes! Right, 200 meter, but does get the CS out of Riodan here.
Great blocks from Shinoling. Going to be rewarded with cycle. No, was about to get Celestial, but the force function takes away that option.
Oh, the pickup from the counter. Force function. Okay, doesn't build enough meter to go into IW. We'll need one more hit, and that is the hit. Counter hit 5C will give Riodan the game.
Yeah. Very, very close to being a Shinoling win over Riodan, which would have been wild. I would have loved to see Shinoling win his final.
Absolutely. No more coping in Twitch chat, Shino. You did very well.
No trying to gaslight us now. We know what you're capable of. Can't wait until Shinoling's going to just be able to start taking names time and time again.
And you know what I can't wait for is when we use up all the matcherino codes, which I see you did it to him, but I see we still have 27 codes left. Please click on the link. Please hit claim code. Takes not even 10 seconds, takes 5 seconds, unless you have a really slow computer, in which case, I'm sorry to hear that. You can spend 10 seconds clicking on the matcherino to hit claim code. Yeah, helps all the gamers that are in this bracket right now. I don't know, it's easy to do, helps us out. Do what you can, do what's best for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely want to be helping everyone that you can. You don't want to let these players, go hungry. Give them a little bit of extra money. Give them some potential Evo Japan funds.
It's true.
That is going to be this week. Man, I am not ready, actually. I'm in the middle of packing right now. I'm waiting on one more shirt to dry, then I can finish packing. I have already got a list for people wanting me to get things from them. Super unfortunate that Uni's not going to be there this year.
Yeah, such is life.
Yeah.
What's the lineup?
All right. I actually do not know the lineup.
Is KOF 15, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Grand Blue, and Strive as the main 1v1s, and then there's Virtua Fighter and Third Strike as 3v3s. And then a gigantic amount of side tournaments, including an Iron Saga versus 1.
All right, we're ready to go. We've seen the blistering pace that Azure can play at. Solsong, more of a patient player, trying to feel out the opponent. We'll see if he can hold up against whatever Azure throws at him. Okay, we are both pressing right now. Eventually, it is Azure that finds his footing here with the DP.
The mix is already trying to start, and you know, sometimes just strike or throw. That's all you need.
Alright, there we go. Solsong finally finding a hit-in, but still, Azure still running his game plan here all over the screen. Great reaction on the 6C with the CS. Gets the DP and the 660, and he puts him in the corner. Great position for Solsong here.
Oh my gosh, this is a fly that can't be swatted. Holy cow.
Yeah, Rising JA is such a strong option from Seth, but all of a sudden, if you can't punish it, Seth has a billion air options. Solsong just waiting for him to come down, but yeah, absolutely. Especially if you have a Seth like Azure who knows his movement options, it's going to be absolutely terrible. And the mash out with 2A, getting him the hit here.
Yeah, that just adds on to the pain. You know, it's really hard to swat Azure out of the sky, and then Azure's also ready to challenge with 2A when needed. Not given any inches.
Ooh, the DP. Yeah, Solsong just looking for the opportunity right now.
Oh, nice stuff out with the 5A.
Ooh, and that counter hit actually did give Solsong the cycle. Slowly pushing him to the corner. Oh my goodness, and avoids the triangle bullet here and gets a punish.
Yeah, that was from the top rope even. I'm trying to go for a throw to finish the round, but gets tech, but we'll find that last hit necessary. Going up 1-0. All
right, Azure taking a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
Being like, man, I moved around so much, my hands hurt a little bit. Need a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Heart is going as many BPM as the speed of Azure.
Again, just like the first game, both of them pressing exact same sequence, both of them countering each other. But it will be Solsong coming out of it this time. Azure in the corner, Solsong with the cycle. Azure no meter to reversal here. What are we going to see?
Oh my, finds a whiff, ready to punish it. Side switch combo route as well. It's beautiful.
Ooh, great pickup from that 5A anti-air there. Just knowing Seth has only so many air options, I'm just going to wait for him to come down. Alright, yeah, just a little too far for the confirm. Oh, with a run-up command grab.
Yeah. Now you're going to be put into the blender off of this route.
Alright, yeah, going for some cross-up stuff. All of a sudden, it's the A dive that lands. Going into more Oki here.
Nice chain shift, just able to block. Nose too far away for a DP. Assault getting absolutely checked.
Oof. Sees the jump forward. Solsong is like, yeah, I'm going to shield this. But no, the air backdash and the A dive will call it out. And that will be Azure working on match point. All right.
Yeah, just
Solsong blocking all of that, only to get air command grabbed here and grid broken from that.
Yeah. It's one of those things, most characters, like, they're in the air. I can kind of shield this safely, right? Not Seth. You're still playing with
hit.
fire.
Oh, throwing on the orb set. Solsong has a chance here. Grid break throw. Right, I don't think this will kill. Oh.
No.
Yeah, Azure sees the drop, presses 5A. Such is life.
Yeah. C'est la vie. Soul Song going down. We'll be awaiting the winner of Art the Fool and Nil in that loser's quarter. And then we've got Luffle and DDMJC0, who was taking over Jerlesis. But make sure we got 21 codes left to claim. So make sure you're popping over to that matcherino just a little bit. Oh, shit. Shinkiro, thanks for the $10 as well, adding more. We're getting closer and closer to, having a much bigger payout. 150 unlocks that 4th place person, being able to get their share of the pie as well. Those codes help accelerate us to that. Only 19 left.
Absolutely. I see you guys claiming it in real time. Thank you so much to every single person that has claimed a code.
Yeah. As much as we appreciate y'all claiming the codes, I know the players appreciate it even more.
Exactly. Like, you may not think about it, but the 25 cents from the people do add up. Like, it is an extra, like, McChicken or something for the people that get top 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a size upgrade. You can get the large instead of the medium.
Exactly. And, sometimes, like, after a bad day of work, you're like, you know what? I'm so glad those 50 people hit claim code so I can get a better thing from McDonald's. Like, life is good.
Or you can upgrade and get something better than McDonald's.
All right, going to the match here. Art the Fool versus Nil. Wagner versus Gordo. Oh, no tech on the gold throw.
Oh, throw again. Oh, finds a counter hit this time. Nice little staggers. Going to get Art into the corner. Has a lot of grid meter to work with as well.
Right, Art the Fool, just, there we go. Can't really find their footing. Finally, some of these staggers are landing. That 5C lands clean. We got a corner combo here, and will get the cycle 2 from this. Right, yeah, checking for
Nice.
DP with that meaty CS. There we go, baits the DP there.
Just spoke it into existence, and now Art, what looked like a rough round, turned it all on its head and was able to claim it.
Ooh. Solid Green Shield maybe thought of a guard thrust or something, but no, Nil just going back in right now. Ooh. Right, yeah, Nil just trying to find their way in, sees the green shield, there's the guard thrust.
Oh my, this combo routing, beautiful. You're gonna be left with one shield at the end. Gets a throw.
Oh no! The armor goes directly into the stomp, CS stomp again. That will be the end of that round.
Nice cancel there from Art, being able to claim some extra damage, but C dive kick coming in.
Right, yeah, CS there, get the DP, and the stagger opens him up again.
Shouldn't be able to claim the kill here unless there's some fancy Wagner route that I did not know, but this is gonna turn into, even throw is scary, but just finds a secondary hit off the whiff, plus on block, plus on whiff.
Alright, good tech on the throw here. Yeah, Art the Fool, a lot of early shields here, cementing that early grid lead. Alright, in the corner carry too. Has 100 meter, has CS. What are we going to see? A sim number 1. Are we going to see a loop? A sim number 2. Oh, blocks the overhead. Nil is ready for these overheads. Oh, and the B sim to call it out. Oh my goodness. Will we see the kill from this? I don't think so, but absolutely the mental damage is done. One Asim throw or straight hit will kill here. Very scary for Nil.
Yeah. Oh, dive kicks on in. The tides are potentially turning. There is meter for Art to wake up with the reversal and just claim.
Oh, sees the C Asim as the reversal. Nil is able to respond, and all of a sudden we're working on match point here.
That's an incredibly aggressive round start from Nil, but hey, that kind of aggression really does try and compound the pressure Art's going to be feeling. After that wake up reversal got red, and now it's all set point like you mentioned.
Playing out the backdash. Ooh, knowing that the 5C would whiff there and using the EX to punish. Great recognition from Nil there. And sees the roll, but isn't able to punish because they backdash as well, hoping to maybe call out the roll with a 6B or something. Unfortunately, it's Art the Fool coming out on top. All right.
A bunch of meter here, chain shift, yep.
Barely not enough damage here. No.
But yeah, just needed any straight hit and found it. Pretty even on meter going into this final round.
Absolutely. I like Art the Fool knowing that Nil has been backdashing a lot in pressure and going for that deep dash 2B to close the round.
Yeah, you really do want to seal your opponent off from, backdashing. Make them start respecting your pressure a little bit more. If they refuse to, you're going to get some big damage. Here is a nice side switch route, but going to be ended with a DP.
All right. Oh my goodness. The immediate 2-2 CCS and using the flame pillar to hide the animation of the overhead. Absolutely disgusting, but it will steal the round. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's one of the Wagner things that usually only works once. But the problem with that is they only use it when it's going to end up winning the round or the set. So it's just like, all right, the one time it worked, I don't get a second chance.
Absolutely. But yeah, that will be Nil moving on.
Gonna have to fight Soul Song. And we're gonna see who gets the pleasure of fighting Shinoling, whether it's gonna be DDMJC or if it's gonna be Luffle.
All right, Luffle is in there already.
I love this, seeing the Twitch highlight. Lucky Lucatiel just getting mixed because of similar tags. It happens to all of us. There are plenty of players who even make it their identity to have a misleading tag.
That's true. And especially doesn't help when, especially in Uni, you can just change your Steam name whenever you want. Yeah. And all of a sudden, you just have no idea who you're playing against half the time.
Yeah, not like Start GG where you got that month cooldown. So you've got to be very, very intentional about changing your tag. And if you want to be a funny little meme, mix up your commentary talent with your name, you have to deal with that for a month. You just got to hold it. But yeah, like you said, you can just do that anytime you wish. It's Steam.
Yep. And I don't know if I'm going insane. I thought I saw Luffle in the lobby, and all of a sudden I just see DD in the lobby instead, Luffle. And Luffle has disappeared. What? That is okay. Okay, never mind.
Are we gonna play a Yuzu mirror?
Do not hit ready, Luffle.
Please, Luffle, please. I don't care if you don't want to play the phone on Yuzu matchup.
He's really drawing out this bit here.
Yeah. Trying to farm content. There we go.
All right, on that usual Luffle color we all know and love.
Five more sex will go in body here. No. Starting off with Pillar, but you know, DD was ready to be respectful, as you should be.
All right, and yeah, already that Yusu 2FF, just a really good anti-air. We'll see how Luffle can deal with that, especially with his more aerial sort of play style here. Right now, kind of locked in the corner. And again, yeah, up back just gets immediately called out by that 214.
Oh, Reed's on the roll, but you know, instead of getting the punish, was able to just keep Luffle locked down a little bit longer.
And Hibato, no confirm.
But there is that confirm, able to find the kill. DD looking very good right now.
All right, yeah, DD just knowing, you know, I'm sure Luffle is going to do 6-2-3 on round start. He did do it 2 times. Immediately just waiting for Luffle to go in the air, go for the punish. Solid game plan right now. Oh my goodness, and calls out Luffle on the EX in midair, using up 100 meter. You hate to see it. And the pickup, the trade.
Oh, all my homies hate unfavorable trades.
But yeah, that will be DD taking game 1 pretty uncontested. It feels like he had control of the match pretty much the whole time.
Yeah. That last interaction, you can just chalk that up to being you got traded and your opponent got to combo off of it. But otherwise, like you said, yeah, it just really did feel like Luffle could not find a hold on the set. Mavs Lakers trade, it's not that bad.
All right. Yeah, just Luffle, great pickup here, has CS, almost 100 meter, great position right now.
Nice chain shift, but unable to make it in an advantageous position. DD is still in control of the set.
Right, lots of green shields here from Luffle. The EX just gets dodged by the user teleport, but now DD stuck in the corner. Never mind, teleports right back out of there.
Yeah. Although not able to continue to be safe, Luffle finding the hit is going to be putting on a lot of pressure now. Nice throw. Next, confirm whether it be a trade 2A wins. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it. Oh, install immediately, but no. Oof. Lots of hits there, but the 6-6C will take it.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a jump scare. Who expects the phone on to round start install against Yuzu of all characters?
All right. Yeah, DD immediately just waiting for some sort of reversal. Sees it doesn't happen. Instead sees the up back, goes for the punish. All right. Not enough to kill. Oh, tries to punish the roll, but barely. The 2A doesn't reach, and instead might lose the round off that.
Yeah. Able to get the IW at the very last pixel. And that's going to be Luffle taking it to 1-1.
You hate to see it. DD had exactly the right idea. Wait for a reversal. You were used to seeing Luffle do VO there, but in that case, it was the roll. Saw, okay, I got to punish the roll. 2A, barely out of reach, and loses the round for that.
Yeah. It's like, we saw the VO that you were expecting. It was just slightly delayed VO.
Ooh, dash of bro.
Yeah. DD is really getting called out for being patient, you know, trying to be respectful of what Luffle is throwing out. But sometimes you just gotta say, I've been too patient. I need to start pressing.
Ooh, yeah, calling out the air file bar there. Good J2 and 4, but the veil off in the middle of pressure. No staggers allowed, and this will be a big hit.
Nice shields. But, I mean, you're so far away from winning the cycle, and Luff with the chase down. Now looking really good with set point on the horizon.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the grid break here. Big chunk of damage.
Great respect. Getting the
Great
punish,
recognition
and
from DD.
we're going to final game, final round.
All right, take him to the corner here. Oh my goodness, the fireball barely wins out, and Luffle does manage to steal the grid from that stray hit.
Yeah, but might have stolen the grid, but you're taking a chunk of life for it.
Oh my god, the spacing to barely avoid the veil off. Great from DD, not a full punish, but still a good position here. The 2FF in from the teleport will close the round. Oh my goodness.
DDMJ C0 moving on, eliminating Luffle in a 2-1. Really good stuff from both players.
God, that end sequence was so clean from DD.
Yeah.
Okay, Imp has like both of us at gunpoint right now. We need to show the matcherino.
Yeah,
we got 16 codes left. Please hit claim code. Honestly, you just saw DD do some sick things on Yuzu. Hit claim code and honor him.
Yeah, very true. And even if that doesn't give away enough, claim a code as an 07 to Luffle for almost like, taking that away.
I see 2 people immediately claim the code. Thank you. Every little bit helps. We do want to hit to 0 by the end.
Yeah, now we're getting close to our top 4. Riodan, Azure, Undernight as our winners final. Our losers quarter looking nice with Shinoling and DD, and then Soulsong and Nil, who are going to be popping up on your screen at this very moment. They are ready to go. Altnum Wagner.
Yep. And I do know Soulsong has played quite a bit of Wagner, so we'll see if any of that Wagner sort of matchup knowledge transfers here. Yeah.
That's going to be the big test, though, is if Soulsong's Wagner was in the same vein as how Nil likes to play her. Because sometimes, you think you have a really solid base of knowledge after playing a character, and then someone comes out with this wild, differently play style, and it's like, what? I didn't know my character could do stuff like this. Help.
All right, round start. Generally, we've seen Soulsong pretty respectful on round start, just like that, the dash block. But Nil looking to start the tempo here. Round start throw, just trying to push Soulsong in the corner.
Great tech. Oh my gosh, tech again? Unthrowable in this set so far.
Oh, yeah, lots of rebeats here. Soulsong just holding down back, looking for any opening here.
There we go, finds a hit, but not able to convert it into a full combo. Nil's going to be ready to claim pressure back, and there's the first throw. I think that's what, now we are 2 for 7 of throws this set.
With a corner carry here. And yeah, great resource management there, knowing that they can end off there an ADP into IW for the kill.
Nice punish, Soulsong. Gonna have to be a little more true, a little less minus on those enders of pressure attempts to start it. Nil is just showing the absolute readiness, but nice VO.
Lots of staggers here, but Nil, just like we've seen before, loves to use backdash on defense. We'll see if Solsong responds by starting to use more 2Cs to call it out, but as right now, great block on that force function, but the spacing trap with 5A will land, Nil taking game 1.
Yeah, that big question of whether or not those 2Cs are going to come out to, come and help take that backdash away in defense. First, Nil has to be on defense.
Absolutely, which Nil right now, their momentum has been amazing, but the run-up shield, Solsong gets the throw, gets the grid break, gets the combo into the corner right now. Right, yeah, just patiently waiting for anything. No DP, just waiting to see where all that aggression from last set went. All of a sudden, just Nil playing a lot more patiently, waiting to see what Solsong will do.
Nil taking a lot of damage though, but has the corner. Solsong gets a CS and just keeps blocking. Gets thrown once again. It's looking very, very scary now.
Yeah, Solsong just clean defense right now, not biting on any of these throw baits.
Rewarded,
Whiff
but not
combo.
able to finish out the combo to kill. And that's going to give Nil another chance, but the whiff is going to seal the deal.
Oh my goodness, the 660 cancel into the whiff, all of a sudden into the throw. Yeah, Nil probably thought they were on the other side, but no, all that run up did actually cross them up. And all of a sudden, Solsong is working on a perfect here while Nil is trapped in the corner.
A little bit of shield trying to help whatever way possible. CS not going to allow Nil to escape. You got all this meter, and it's going to be potentially for nothing in this round.
And yeah, Solsong just playing that sequence perfectly there. Great 2A string, immediately cuts it off to bait the CS. And then just the trade seals the deal.
Another game 3 here. And this top 8.
Barely didn't get grid broken there, but the pickup on the trade. Alright, Solsong is going to have the cycle here. 100 meter to their name.
Nice. Gets the
Receipt.
stagger.
Oh my goodness, punishing the 2C. Nil getting a big hit here. Has less shield, so the damage is going to be huge.
Big counter hit. Are you gonna need to spend? Yep. Opposite. Not even ask the question of can I kill without meter. Just takes it when it knows meter will be enough.
Ooh, great confirm from the assault button. Right, yeah, plus frames.
What a challenge there with the 2A.
Exactly, the dash gets checked and Solsong trapped in the corner. Even with CS, all of a sudden, no, Nil just going in with the force function, not blocked, but not the full confirm. Solsong poking out, getting the side swap.
Ending it off in the way you know. Full reload on deck. Nil's gonna dive kick on or straight out of the corner. Gets put back in on the back of this counter hit.
Oh, the confirm. Nil will still seal the cycle here. Are we going to see CS on wake up?
Definite possibility. Yes, there it is. Doesn't see a button from Solsong, so opts not to DP, but Solsong finding this last hit. We're going to go to final game, final round.
Right, Nil, there we go. Finally, one of these throw baits does work out right when it matters the most, especially last game, last round, working on almost Celestial here.
Oh, what a whiff. No punish. Finds the C dive kick once again.
Absolutely great reaction there from Nil, seeing Solsong immediately go in the air, knowing that they can do a C dive kick there. Alright, great defense from Solsong. Oh, the reaction from the Super Flash, knowing that they can go through the 236C from Eltnum, will seal the deal. Absolutely amazing from Nil there.
Yeah, Nil moving up in the top 4. Man, I love watching Wagner so much. This character, just something about her makes me love everything that's being done. Even if I know some things are criminal, she deserves it in my mind.
I don't know. At this point, every character can do criminal things in Uni. Such is life. Seeing players, especially like Nil, like Solsong, all the gamers in this bracket, do some of those sick things is like, that's what makes Uni good game.
Absolutely. I love Uni so much. This game, more people should be entering these brackets. Get on Uni. So many good gamers ready to help you at all times. I mean, Lid has plenty of guides, plenty of really good informational videos too, especially about very common knowledge checks and how to defeat them for every single character. I know Jatsu has used it to great effect.
All right, coming up, we have Shino versus Didi, Batista, Yuzu. Both of them just kind of getting ready to play right now.
This is going to be very interesting. Both these players love to be moving around in very awkward positions of the screen. And I wonder who's going to get caught first.
Oh, 66C just catches something. But we are going to get a clean starter here. Never mind the drop on the combo. Didi will eat that up to a pickup.
Yeah. Didi is really nice at being ready for any and all opportunities. Just trying to teleport in and out.
All right, Disco Ball is out. The overhead. All right, 100 meter here. Are we going to see another Disco Ball here? Shino does have CS to mess around with.
Nice.
Oh,
Gets
great
the
teleport
anti-air
to a FF.
That was a very unfortunate spacing for DD, and Shino just very not incentivized to press buttons. Unfortunately, gets punished. Oh, I wonder if that was another misinput on the flash kick.
There we go. DD, yeah, playing very patiently on these wake ups, just waiting for some sort of reversal. Oh my goodness, the air laser from Shinoling specifically to call out the up back. All right, going to the corner, we have Disco Ball here. Great block on the overhead, but will be Shino who does get the cycle at the end.
Yeah, that's really beneficial. Another teleport straight into an active hitbox from Shinoling. Not able to claim the round off of it. I mean, there's so much life on Shinoling's side. You can definitely afford to be a little bit greedy here.
But yeah, Shino just chilling. Knows they don't really have to commit to anything. They have cycle. Oh, forces the Disco Ball and gets punished. DD immediately going for the teleport to get away from that situation. But the 2FF does get stuffed.
Yeah. That's one of the difficult things, at least for between DD and Shinoling. Shinoling's so ready with that such huge life total just to hold down back. It's like, what are you supposed to do from full screen as Yuzu? Like, you're going to teleport straight into a flash kick or some other option when Shinoling's just not willing to be preemptive.
Oh my goodness, the huge delay on that 2FF. Doesn't get the full confirm, but still has some pressure here. Yeah, DD has had enough of the assaults. Do it 2 times, 3 times. No. 2FF goes to the corner. Is sitting on cycle. Are we going to see? There we go. Pressure reset here. Looking to close the round. The 2C does work out, but the drop. All right, yeah, just
Setting
wake up
off.
with gems.
Ooh,
Oh, I think
counter hit.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be a 2FF, but I think I saw the start of 5FF instead. Unfortunate. We're back in Disco Ball. Oki, the guard thrust out of there.
Yeah, such a good representation of it too. So now with Shinoling really wanting to be aggressive, tries to
Again.
go for the baited out, but too late on it.
Yeah, DD taking a moment to breathe. That was definitely a pretty close set.
Yeah, I knew DD's heart skipped a beat when going for that guard thrust, and you saw chain shift out from Shinoling. I was like, oh no, did I make a big mistake? And then just saw it hit. It's like, all right, let's go. I can think about how my heart's beating later.
All right, the teleport back into concentrate to steal the grid cycle here. Right, yeah, just teleporting back, making sure not to get caught by that 2FF that DD got caught by last time. Just make sure to space himself out. No reversals, no poke out. Just playing this pretty safe.
Uh-oh, got hit from full screen. Not able to get the kill off of it. This gives Shinoling a big, crucial another chance.
Yeah, one straight hit is all DD needs.
That teleport looked so weird. It just kind of snapped the stage. That would have given me a little bit of a jump scare.
Right, Shino off to a strong start here. Is going to win the cycle. Set the disco ball. Right, again, Shino is... Oh no, the very last hit.
The disco ball trying to go for the left, right, gets the overhead. All that visual noise has been playing out beautifully for Shinoling.
Right, goes for one last setup here, but DD is able to just make some space out of there. Shinoling just kind of playing back, knows they don't have to commit that much, waiting for DD to overcommit. But DD right now, just barely trying to snipe him in the air, finally lands the Bato, but drops the combo. Pressure still on 40 seconds. Oh, this
It's the hit on the way down. Off the air block. Now we're full screen once again. But DD finding the correct sequence of approaches, able to get a nice chunk of damage here on Shinoling, really start encouraging more aggressive play.
Alright, Shinoling working on Celestial, but no, the teleport all the way from behind does cross up.
Yeah, still will win the cycle regardless. But for thankfully in DD's side is no Celestial.
Alright, teleport's out of there. Not full confirm, but I like the micro concentrate just to steal the cycle. Alright, one last situation. DD blocks correctly, but gets grid broken instead.
No, the wake up 2A, and that's going to be taking it away. DD MJC020 over Shinoling, moving on to losers semifinal. Face nil.
Yeah, great stuff from DD there. I don't know, just the teleports, the Batos, especially all the snipes were just so good at calling out the positions that Shino wanted to be in midair. Great stuff. And that will be DD moving on to fight nil.
Yeah. And this is going to be winners final already. That means it's first to 3 for this set. Then we pop back down to best of 3 for the loser semi, and then first to 3 the rest of the day.
All right, and while we're waiting, you know, it's that time of day. Exclamation mark matcherino. Imp soul reading me right now. We got 14 codes left. We have to hit claim code. We gotta use up all these codes before end of the bracket. I know we can do it. We've already done 36 of them. We can do 14 more. I believe in the community.
Community's got us, right? Surely.
Yeah, surely you guys will do what's best for the community. Giving free money to the gamers that have been playing their minds out right now.
And Azure showing us some very neon green radioactive waste. Looking
Yeah,
sad.
I was not ready for the Monster Energy, Seth, but here we are. All right, round start. Oh, immediately a grid break here.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate wrong side shield from Riodan going low when it's a high. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
unfortunately, Blink goes nowhere. Yeah, 3C from Riodan here. Just calling out Seth being in the air, gets the counter hit pickup. Okay, and it just looks like Riodan is fine giving Azure space as long as he can just call out any air approaches or just any air movement of 3C. Right now, it looks like Azure is going to go for the kill instead, but...
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna spend 100 with that chain shift, effective 75.
Right. Riodan just looking for the moment, but that just lets Azure run all the pressure he wants.
Yeah, what we have seen every single set from Azure today is you cannot let Azure get started or things are going to start running away real quick.
Oh, the veil off. Oh, barely out of range. Gets a nice pickup here. We'll still have VO on wake up. Are we going to see a reversal? No, using the IW to spend all the veil off timer. Great resource management from Azure there.
Yeah, that is just knowing. You know, sometimes you might think it would be better to hold some of that meter to guarantee a secondary kill confirm, but Azure just knowing taking away veil off more important, can get a regular combo later, improves it, taking game number 1.
Right, round start. Riodan being a little more proactive now. Oh my god, just the raw FF here. Riodan just looking for anything. The JA does get called out by the 5A, but no confirm. Weird little confirm there, but...
Oh my, look at all these cross-ups time and time again.
Yeah, Azure just piling on the assaults, maybe hoping to steal the cycle, but no, Riodan just had a bit too much at the end there. Oh. Okay, a 5A counter hit does land into the corner. Okay,
Nice.
Riodan looking to maybe catch something out with the Ben Sinister follow-up. Azure's like, I don't know what you're doing. I see you doing Ben Sinister, I'm just gonna DP.
Yeah. And now Riodan able to continue this going, gets a nice big counter hit. Now it's already going to be tied 1-1.
Exactly. That high damage is just, especially with the routing that Riodan's doing, just putting on so much damage, and then Seth health lower than most of the cast. Just really, there's just so little room for error.
You want as much room for error as you can handle, although Azure is definitely trying to look for these kills early and often.
Alright, the orb is still there, but 3C Does land. No confirm, but it will be Riodan actually getting the pickup there from the counter hit Assault J2C. Alright, yeah, using 214C, just such a long combo extender to ensure they get the cycle. Oh my goodness,
Barely
yeah.
getting whiffed.
Right, one straight hit. No, but accidentally just runs into Seth 2C.
I was actually a little surprised that TP didn't kill.
A veil off. But no, the whiff A dive just goes into 2A.
Oh, big counter hit round start. Unfortunately, though, thanks to that veil off, won't have meter this round to keep it going even more. What?
All right, Riodan said enough of this left, right, high, low. I'm just veil offing. Oh, drops the 3C, instead just rolls into Pogo, which might be an even bigger starter for Riodan.
It's casually 4,800 damage off that.
Oh, and calls out the JA, I believe, getting the counter hit here. This should be death for Azure. No, barely not enough.
Patience after the CS. That is beautiful from Azure. Question is, can you get this second hit? No, the DP will just reach and take a second game for Riodan. Trying to charge on towards that grand final spot.
All right. Azure maybe hoping to do something, but no, just runs straight into hide 6B and eats a huge chunk of damage. Oh, the backdash actually dodges the hide 5B. He's just hopping out of the corner here, so J2C. Oh, isn't able to punish the throw attempt. Okay, Ben Sinister CS, keep up pressure, baits the veil off here, and this is going to be a clean kill. Yeah, keep it simple, 660 pickup. Absolutely.
Yeah, things are looking very bad for Azure here. The Wisps are on set point and charging closer and closer to the set being finished.
There we go, the delay. Yeah, we've seen a lot of 6-6B, no cancel from Riodan. There we go, finally, the throw bait from there, using Rekka, leading to so much damage. Oh, and calling out the J from the backdash there, getting a perfect in return. Riodan moving on into Grands with a pretty dominant display there at the end.
Yeah. Azure just kind of looked like a little lagging behind and being able to catch back up to Riodan after, starting off pretty strong. Riodan making those initial adaptations, and it was just too much and too quick for Azure to start taking that set back. We'll have to try again if Azure is able to find that win in losers finals. But we go back to first to 2 land for DD, MJC0, and Nil. Yuzu and Wagner action.
Absolutely. And of course, we're still not done the matcherino code, so you know what has to happen. We have 11 codes left. Please hit !M, hit the link, hit claim code. That's all you got to do. We do want to use up all these codes before the bracket is over. It does tell matcherino that people do watch our streams, and it does help out a lot, especially just so matcherino knows, like, maybe we should give this guy some more sponsor requests, or maybe we should give him a little more codes to claim. It really does help us out. All the money goes to the gamers in the bracket.
Could you imagine matcherino increasing the amount of codes?
I mean, hey, if the bracket's big enough.
Some events get 200. It's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm going blurry mode. Ah.
Yeah, the autofocus really hates you right now. Curse autofocus. It's great when it works, but
it does not work often. I do not understand.
The inner machinations of autofocus's mind are an enigma.
All right. Yeah, DD just cranks some space. Nil immediately getting the shield buff, maybe getting ready to armor through something. There we go, but no, DD is ready with the 4B parry. This will lead to a big chunk of damage.
Absolutely. You know, even though bleeding a bit of grid here after the change shift, even is able to still keep a quite commanding lead.
All right, DD just walking back, fine, giving Nil a little bit of grid, just chilling. As long as Wagner stays away. Oh, goes for teleport in, but no, nothing comes out of it.
Yeah, what good it is the Celestial change shift if you're already at 200 and DD was able to stay all the way across the other side of the screen, not giving Nil an inch of anything useful.
A great grid denial here, making sure Nil doesn't have CS to work with, just making it that much harder to get in against Yuzu.
Oh my gosh, just throw on defense. That was forward throw too. That was confidence.
All right.
Did I just see a rebeat ×3 come out from Nil?
Yeah, Nil just seeing that DD is playing patient on defense, just being like, okay, I can run as much pressure as I want here. Let's see how you respond. Oh my goodness, the 6-6 FF into the immediate 2FF stomp, or 2AD.
Yeah. That looked I thought something got Kara canceled. It's just like
And
the shield goes up and immediate stomp.
all right, cashing out, strike throw, 50-50. What are we going to see?
Yeah.
And yeah, I do like that option. The DP or reversal safe meaty with the CS. Close it out with a perfect, actually. And Nil just needs one more game to go into losers finals.
What a run it would be from Nil, getting sent down to losers and winners round 1 by Azure Undernight, and then just storming all the way to losers finals.
All right, the frame trap with the teleport does land, counter hit. Oh my goodness, it's on the other side. I did not see that at all.
Absolutely not. And now, Nil is in a very precarious position. One good confirm will spell the end of the round, although got plenty of meter to work with. There's that confirm. DD might be looking to take a game. We're going into the second round with full sticks of butter on both ends.
Right, 6-6 FF calling out any sort of up back here. Hit the punish on the backdash with 5C. Nil right now has so much momentum. Oh my goodness, yeah, the first part of that did whiff a little bit, but we still get through. DD has a chance here, a little bit of life. I think throw will kill here at this point.
Especially now that, you know, Nil trying to find something. There's no meter to work with. Gets a hit, and there it is. Set point now. Will Nil close it out?
All right, oh my goodness, the huge delay into the throw bait. Okay, Veloff just get a little bit of breathing space, but Nil still does manage to snag cycle there.
Ooh, the trade.
Pick up.
Yeah, a favorable trade for DD. And it's going to just keep on compounding if Nil wasn't ready to press on Wake Up.
All right, yeah, the overhead 200 meter. That'll be nil. Moving on.
Yeah. This is a run back now. First to 3 instead of best of 3. So there's a little more time for Nil to get used to Azure's playstyle once again. If Nil isn't just ready out of the gate, since you already fought Azure once and saw potentially Riodan deal with Azure. So now you have some ideas floating in the head.
Absolutely. We'll see if Nil takes a bit more of a passive playstyle, kind of what Riodan did, just waiting for Azure to maybe run out of air options and then just catch him with a 3C or something, or 6-6 FF. Yeah, but these gamers absolutely already ready to get into it.
Oh, nice. Swinging on down. Gets the counter hit as well. Nil is coming out of the gates very quickly.
All right. Oh, barely whiffs the ending there, giving Azure a chance. Okay, enhanced orb is out. No, oh my goodness. DP is baited. All this momentum could just be immediately reversed.
Yeah, it's so tempting to use that DP
no.
since it would kill. And I think that was that potentially DP that just got crossed up?
Absolutely.
That's painful.
Doesn't finish the combo, but no, a dive on the whiffed button from Nil. Immediately getting the round there. Okay, Veil off there. Oh my goodness, the 6 is FF. The overhead portion does catch, but Nil managing to poke out.
Alright, gets to the corner, gonna spend just for some stocks, and gotta be careful of the shield. There is the nice patience from Azure.
Exactly, the defense. Oh, calling out the shield. Grid break throw to end the round.
Yeah, Nil looking so much better now. And starting off.
Oof. The 3B there, not ready for that confirm, just gets run up command grab instead. Yeah, Nil just gets tagged again as you're working on a perfect, has 200 meter, has cycle. What are we going to see?
Oh,
not enough.
Wasn't able to hit, but the orb just striking.
Yeah, EXDP, I'm sure Nil thought that the orb would fire a little bit faster, and then it didn't, and it's just like, oh, now I have to punish, and then the orb goes, and then you get owned, and you're like, man, I hate this F character. Oh my goodness, the air movement there, falling in to get the JB as a punish.
Wasn't ready for the gold tack. Whiffs the throw, but so early that the orb wasn't able to punish it.
What in the world is this, Nil? What? I mean, it does work out. It puts Azure in the corner, but oh my goodness.
It's certainly one of the combo routes of all time.
All right, Azure, yeah, all these blinks just trying to bait any sort of reversal here, any sort of ADP, but no, doesn't bite. Great patience in the punish.
So much meter. Yep, just gonna double.
Oh, EX command grab. Yeah, the reversal to seal the deal. All right. Yeah, just all this movement. Nil, not sure what side he's going to be on.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can hold out on the bait before you start feeling like it's time to challenge, and then Azure's just one step ahead. Playing some chess while Nil is playing checkers.
My goodness, yeah, the little cross up there, and then the A dive. One more touches is all Azure needs here to set up. Goes for a B grab, I think. Azure feeling himself a lot, still has CS, still has so much to work with. Alright, Nil 5B has a chance here.
Or wake up command grabbing again. No, continue against grid broken, and that is all Nil needs.
Alright, yeah, Nil showing they're not out of this just yet. Alright, command grab number 1. Okay, Nil sitting on cycle here, has both buffs, but isn't able to chase Azure. Lets him get out of the corner.
Oh, gets the whiff on the throw. Azure, beautiful decision to go in the air just in that perfect time, and now the pressure is just continuing.
Oh my goodness. The B grab into the big orb. I did not even realize that could happen. That was sick. And right now, Azure, I don't know if this is working on a kill. No, goes for another setup here. A grid break somewhere. Just pressing Veil off because I don't know what's happening. EX command grab because he doesn't know what's happening. But oh my goodness. That'll be Azure taking the round.
That was letting Uni take the wheels kind of ender there from both players.
Right, round start 5 CC. Huge button catches Nil doing something.
That is a huge counter hit for Nil, being able to get all of the stocks in on the way to the corner.
Or yeah, DPCS out of the corner, getting some pressure now. Oh my goodness, the trade with the dive kick, but right now Nil just coming up with the throw, the EX command grab. Alright, Enhanced Orb is out there, but will it even matter? No, just gets poked out. And Azure working on match point, working on the 3-0.
Really showing what was the set like in winners round 1. Even if Nil has been so close to taking these rounds and taking a game off. This is your last chance, Nil. Make it count. Make it work.
Oh my goodness, just barely too late on the punish. Just gets DP'd for all his troubles. Alright, yeah, Azure just waiting for any sort of reversal. Nil one step ahead, calls it out. Back in the corner you go.
Being nice and patient, but the chain shift
goodness.
reveals a weakness. And Azure going to be moving back up to grand finals to face Riodan 3-0 over Nil. But I mean, great stuff to Nil. You went from winners round 1 into losers round 1 from Azure all the way up to losers finals, and then Azure getting the double jeopardy. I think that deserves claiming the last 8 codes, and Landorf with that 2946 making the prot 100 clean dollars. Make that go to 102.
Thank you so much for all of the donations from everybody. We absolutely appreciate it. Again, if you can sorry, I'm just reading the chat. If you could claim the codes, that would be greatly appreciated. Of course, we do have 8 left. You've seen some amazing matches here. It doesn't cost you anything to claim the code. It just adds 25 cents into the pot. And we do absolutely want to get all these done before we finish our grand finals, which we're going into right now.
All right, Azure looking for the run back. Riodan wanting to make this a nice, quick grand finals with no reset.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do right now. Azure, right now, running the game plan just like before. Oh my goodness, the 2-way catching the walk back barely. All right, 6
counter hit.
Counter hit, yeah. Doesn't even need to spend the meter for the kill.
Oh my, gets the assault as a bait. And right now, Azure is feeling the pain.
Yeah, just make him some space. Just, yeah, exactly. Waiting for him to up back or just go into the air and then catch him with 3 seed. That same game plan, just like the last match they played. All right, Recasivo gets some plus frames, waiting for anything, but no, doesn't bite.
Oh, got a lot of time to concentrate there. Being able to just cleanly take the cycle. Azure has no guesses available. Strike or throw, both kill. When your back is to the corner against Hyde.
Absolutely, but right now, Azure has a setup going. Riodan holds steadfast, doesn't get hit. Just waiting for a chance. JA out of the corner, but no punish. Azure instead finding the hit. All right, force function. Maybe he was hoping for that to hit the orb, but no, it barely doesn't.
Oh, gets a counter hit. Azure. Really good movement, just avoiding Riodan's attempts to end off the run, but the run up, anti-air, very clean.
Oh, the run up gets challenged by DP. It does work out, but the backdash calls out the 660 from Azure, getting a huge punish here. Again, just giving him space to up back, trying to murder him with 3C, but no, a little too late on the reaction, gets A-dive instead for his troubles.
Oh my,
there we go, cross up works out. Oh. Oh. Oh, great reaction on the super fast EX dive out of that. The Hyde IW has such a huge vertical range. Azure would have gotten smoked, but no, just EX is out of there, gets the punish. Great stuff.
Yeah. That did get very tense there at the end of that round. And this is the first of 6 wins that Azure needs to claim in order to take home WASD 37.
All right, slowly getting pushed to the corner here. Orb in your face. Woo. Yeah, it gets high shielded, gets the punish here. Riodan sitting on cycle and 100 meter.
Oh, another grid break, and that's going to make this throw combo that much more punishing.
Exactly, that 6-6B RPS has been working out so well for Riodan. Oh my goodness. 6-6B has been getting counter hits for him. The tick throw into the grid break throw. Just being the reversal off it. He's been getting just so much mileage out of that.
Absolutely. Azure being able to start the round in advantage. However, Riodan doesn't let that go for very long. Puts Azure back into this corner. Will this be the time you get to keep Azure in? And it is not.
All right, the setup. Oh, grid broken. Azure just having a little fun right now with a little 5As, but doesn't manage to get the hit.
Yeah. If Azure isn't winning in a stylist fashion, is Azure even winning is the question.
Right in the corner, EXDP. Oh, barely doesn't get the grid break there, but still does get command grab. Riodan just poking out right now. Again, waiting for him to go up in the air. A-dive whiffs, but CS keeps him safe for now.
That actually still hit Riodan at the end. That does allow for Azure. Whoa.
There we go. Waited for the EX reaction on top, and there Hyde IW will hit all the way in the sky.
Yeah. All that damage happening off screen as well. Oh, what's going to be on screen is the Smart Steer Ender trying to get that second hit on a reset. Finds it.
You know, now that you mention it, Garm, I actually have no idea how he's always inputting the half circle in the right direction. Because, like, I have no idea. Like, Seth is basically off screen at this point. I have zero idea where he is, but Riodan's just getting it right every time.
Yeah. The question is Riodan just doing half circle both ways?
That would be that would be insane, but if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Like, if you can do that, then, like, I kneel. All right, big starter here. Absolutely has the meter, has CS. Yeah, get a little bit back, go into the next round. Okay, yeah, 2-2-8, 2-3-6. Just basically a stop sign neutral being like, hey, I'm going to check you. Don't go in the air. Don't be there. Otherwise, you're getting blocked. Oh my goodness. Fail off, just immediately getting dodged.
Yeah.
And just like that.
Don't be there.
Oh my god, tries the backdash after the 6-6B RPS, but no, Rekka just catches it. It feels like every single choice he's just somehow chosen wrong, and Riodan just taking that 2-1.
Yeah. Looking like it might be a repeat of Winners Final where there's 3-1 in Riodan's favor. Azure really needs to pull something out in order to stop this train from leaving the station preemptively.
Oh my goodness, the scary shield, the 2-8 barely doesn't catch. Ooh, great whip punish on the 5B there. Doesn't get a full confirm. Instead, run up Pogo actually catches. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. Again, 2-8 punishes something, I don't even know. Azure just getting a little feisty on defense here.
Feistiness, though, works out that time, not allowing for the full punish. However, finds a secondary opener. Going to allow Riodan to guess one more time. And there it is. That's the right one.
Absolutely. Great recognition from Riodan there, knowing he's just about to lose the cycle, so I might as well just spend CS anyway. End up working out, and all of a sudden we're working on the whole tournament point.
Yeah. Azure does have 200 meter here, and now Riodan able to claim it. So you got to be careful of that IW that Riodan's so willing to represent.
All right, one more good hit is all Riodan needs now. The guard thrust makes a little bit of space, tries to wreck an anti-air, but no, it doesn't work out. CVO plus frames just backs away. Laser hits nothing. Again, oh my goodness, the spacing, just making 660 whiff, clean whiff punish. That'll be Riodan taking WASD open number 37.
Yeah, that spacing truly was immaculate. Just knew Azure wanted to zoom on in. It's like, all right, I'll stay just outside of range. Got the biggest punish possible. Claiming the whole tournament, only dropping, I think, those 2 games. No, 3 games over the course of the 4 sets. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing stuff from everybody that was in there. I see the matcherino. We still have 3 codes remaining. Thank you to everybody that claimed. Absolutely. The fact that we even got to $100 in the prize pool. Thank you so much to every single person that contributed. Thank you to every single person that did a sponsor quest, that claimed the code, did whatever they could. It means a lot to us.
Yeah. Means a lot to us, means a lot to the players. Eternally thankful for everyone who continues to pull up to the stream, claim these codes, even when we repeat that time and time again. Garfield might be a little more aggressive in the tactics to get those codes claimed.
But yeah, I do see discussion that Shrimps 24/7 is not live right now, which is very unfortunate. I don't know where we're gonna go. I'll leave that up to Imp to decide.
We're gonna go to TNS because they're streaming Exerd.
I see.
Sick game. So I'm gonna send everybody there. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll be back next week. For the time being, Koyo is helping out with Melty and Granblue, and I'm running Uni. just because of the time difference. But once I'm in a permanent apartment, I'll probably be back to running all 3. But yeah, come out tomorrow for Melty, Wednesday Grand Blue, and definitely next week for Uni. But I'm gonna send everybody over to TNS. In the meantime, make sure you follow Werb and Kopi. You can see their Twitter handles right under their names. I can't pronounce Werb's. I always fumble over it. But Kopi's is just Kopi VT. So yeah, give them a follow. They crushed it today.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming out. We hope to see you guys for the rest of their brackets as well.
All right, see ya.